What's up, guys? How are you doing today? It's SnakeMCGaming, aka Josh here, and it's time for some more modding time. Yeah, buddy. And today we're gonna review a pretty awesome mod. It's a Minimap mod, so stay tuned.
Turn all the lights on. Turn all the lights on.
Hey guys, what's up? How's it going today? It's modding time, as you know, and whoops. Well, you know what? I don't have. There we go. All right, it's modding time, as you know, as I already stated before. Shut up. Interesting that this isn't working. Oh, there it goes. Ha! Must have had something wrong. Anyway, so today we're doing a pretty awesome mod. It's aesthetic slash functional, really. It doesn't really add any new blocks or anything to the game. As you can see in the top left corner, we've got a tiny little box up there. It is a mini-map mod. Similar to Zan's minimap, which I don't think is being made anymore, for some reason. I don't know if it was Zan's minimap or somebody else's minimap that's not getting made anymore, but it functions similar to that. However, it's got some pretty neat features that some of those minimaps don't have, and some of them that they do. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and actually introduce this mod. This is, I'm going to go ahead and pronounce this name the way I think it should be pronounced. It's Xaero, wow, excuse me, words I can't say today. Xaero 96's Minimap mod. That is Xaero 96 Minimap mod. Link will be down in the description below. And it's really cool. It functions really well. It's one of the only minimap mods that I know of that rotates as you look. As you can tell, every direction I'm looking, the minimap mod rotates to adjust the map to that thing. Risugumi, that's his name. I'm pretty sure that I think it was Risugumi, whatever. I'm pretty sure the other minimap mods might have done that. It's been a long time since I've messed with them, but it is highly possible that it does. The few things you need to know about this map is there's about 6 hotkeys that you need to know specifically that will make it a little easier, all of which can be also accessed inside of the actual Minimap Settings menu. Now, let's say you don't want your minimap to look that small. It's kind of tiny. Maybe you want to work with something bigger. Tap Z. You can actually enlarge it for you, or not tap Z, I'm sorry, hold Z, and it makes it the largest it can possibly be. And you can tell, like, it fills up pretty much my entire island here, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. And then you release Z and it lets it go, so you can kind of have it small so it's not in the way, but then hit Z and bring it up so that it's a little bit bigger. If you want to zoom the map in, just go ahead and press I. It'll zoom in. You can keep zooming in a bunch until it stops, and then until it gets down to like right here where it's right next to you. And as you can see, there's a bunch of little dots under there. I'm assuming they're gray because they're underneath the ground, but those are mobs and entities in the game. You just press I until it zooms all the way out. And boom, you can also, if you press I and then press 0, it zooms back out 1 step, and then, you know, zooms back all the way in. Pretty freaking cool. I'll get over to the next 2 buttons, or I'll get over the last 2 hotkeys momentarily when we get to that portion of the review. However, if you press Y, it automatically opens the Minimap Settings menu for you. However, alternatively, if you choose, you can hit Escape, go to Options, and the Minimap Settings will be in the very top right here, and it brings you to the exact same menu, where you can also do things like zoom in if you choose. You can even turn the minimap off if you choose to for whatever reason, and even alternatively, you can change the map size from tiny to small to medium to large. And as you can tell, large is much bigger than it was before, but even then you can still press Z and make it even bigger for you if you so choose to do that, which I think is pretty neat. We're gonna go ahead and go with the large one just so it's easier for you guys to see without me having to press Z the whole time. So let's go ahead and open up this menu. It'll actually, if there are using this on a server, that allows some of the features of this map on. You can actually display the players on here. It also will display items, display other teams depending upon like what you're doing. One of the coolest things actually is you can change the position of it, and there's two different ways you can do this. You can choose a preset, which is top left, top right, bottom left. We're actually going to go top right because that's just sort of where it goes, I suppose. But you can also click and drag it in you want. So you can have it right in the center if you want it to be right in the center. I have no reason why you would. But then you just press confirm, done. Boom, minimap has now been moved to whatever corner you like. I kind of like it in the top right. I can sort of just glance up at it and then keep going. Some people would like it down near the bottom, but you know, that's just all personal preferences, really. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to more things here. Pardon that. Let me go ahead and close that window out so we don't get any more of those noises. So let's go ahead and take a look at more of this. I'm not lying, you're seeing waypoints. We're going to get into that in a little bit more detail later on. You can also lock it so that the map is always facing north, and as you can see, your player, he turns into a red little thing, a red arrow that points in the direction that your character is looking at, which I think is pretty cool. But I prefer the feature where the map itself rotates. Alternatively, you can change the amount of entities that will appear on the minimap as dots at one time, how many are allowed to be there at once. I assume the lower it is, the less lag you'll get, but you can have it all the way up to 1,000. On map waypoints, basically it'll show the waypoints that you create on the map. In-game waypoints, it'll show it to you in the actual game, which we'll get into that some more. You can actually turn the coordinates display off. If you didn't notice before, the coordinates, here, let me open up my inventory. Oh, that doesn't help. But if you notice, the coordinates are in the bottom, right underneath it, and it's changing every time I move. It's pretty easy to see. If you can't, I'll probably put like a try and put like a box or something there that you guys can see if I can figure out how that actually works. We'll figure it out. Anyway, moving on, let's go back up into this menu here. You can reset any of this that you don't already have to defaults. You can actually change the entity colors. The player, being you, is white or your friends. Friendly mobs, I have it set to dark aqua. It defaults to yellow. The hostile and friendly mobs are defaulted to yellow. They're the same color, so I decided to change it to dark aqua. And as you can see right now, I think underneath me is where a cave is. There's hostile mobs underneath me, but it's gray because I think they're on lower levels than me. But you see in the ocean and even spawned up there, I believe there's like, yeah, there's a couple of sheeps over here. They're dark aqua on my map, just because that's just sort of the color. And as you notice, as you turn it, it's actually slightly transparent, which I think is pretty cool. So it's still there, but it doesn't obstruct your view from anything, which I think is really neat as well. Let's go ahead and move on back over to the main section here. Last few parts of this, but yeah, you can go on here. You can change any of the colors you want, other entities, item frames, or items. I don't know if items means items on the ground, so let's go ahead and pull some items out here and then just sort of toss them. Yeah, okay, cool. So items means items on the ground. I have magnet mode on. Oops. I was playing around with that in the last mod review video. But yeah, so items means any items that are sitting on the ground. They're displayed as red dots on your mini-map, as you can tell right there, which I think is pretty neat. And then of course they go away when you pick them up, which I think is pretty neat. And then of course the last little thing here is reset the default. Or did that. Death points on. I'll explain what that is soon as well. But you can turn beta on, which I don't know what it does, but oh, beta. Okay, I assumed it had something to do with like a testing thing, but basically if you turn beta on, it makes the map completely solid instead of Oh no, oh no, that's the big map that's transparent. But it makes the small normal map completely solid and not transparent. We're gonna go ahead and actually work with that one because it's a little bit easier to see on film, I would say. So, let's go ahead and do the waypoint things. Let's go ahead and fly over here. Oop, a little bit of lag here. A little bit of turbulence. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go ahead and fly over here. And then you're going to press the B button. What that does is it sets a waypoint where you're standing in the exact coordinates. You can even alter the coordinates if you are so inclined to do so. And you can name it. So let's go test 1. And then you even have an initial that you can change. I guess it's only one initial, which kind of sucks. And then of course it sets a specific color. Let's go ahead and pick a different color. Let's go with purple and then confirm. And as you can see, test 1, that's your waypoint right there. Boom. I probably should have changed the waypoint to something different. So let's go ahead and fly over to this island over here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We're back. Had to go punish some dogs. They started barking in the middle of my recording. So anyway, we've flown over to this island, and as you can see, even from this distance, you can actually see where you put the first waypoint, that T over there. It's even on your map. No matter where you rotate, it's always in that direction, which I think is pretty cool, so you can always know where to go. And one cool thing is you can also turn that off. So if you don't want the in-game waypoint to display, you can turn that off, but it'll still be on your mini-map. So when you go over there, you'll know where you're going. You could also turn it off on your map and just put it on here if for some reason you choose to do that, maybe to keep your map less cluttered, depending upon how many waypoints that you so choose. Of course, we're going to keep them both on for now, just to keep things. So let's go ahead and set a second waypoint. Let's go ahead and set it right here. Let's tap B. We're going to make it Aqua. This will be our test 2 waypoint. I'm going to go ahead and change the initial to number 2 instead. We're going to go ahead and click confirm. And our Aqua one is going to show up right here. Awesome. So let's see. I'm going to put one more waypoint. Let's put it over. Let's go ahead and go back to the main island and put our last waypoint. Boom. Okay. So let's hit B. And we're going to name this the start waypoint, so we'll just make it S, and we'll let the color be my favorite color, green. Confirm. Boom. And now you got a green S, and you can see the 2 and the T in there. It's kind of weird because it should be number 1, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So now we have this cool thing. If you either press Y and click the waypoints button, or press U and it'll go up into this waypoint menu, you can actually add and or edit something. You can actually edit it to be number 1, confirm. So now when we go back, 1, 2, and S are there now. So we got start 1 and 2, test 1, test 2, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, I hit B, but luckily it didn't do anything. Oh, there it is. But you can also cancel it so you don't actually create a waypoint. So let's go ahead and open up the waypoint menu again, because you can do some of these pretty awesome things. You can teleport to those areas, which I think is pretty cool. And then of course you can also teleport to the coordinates. Now, granted, you can only teleport if you have the permissions to teleport in the world. And so, like, if say you're on a survival, completely vanilla survival, and you're using this, and maybe you traveled really far out and you wanted to go to some kind of farm or something, you can just simply teleport to that area. Give it a few seconds for the chunks and stuff to load in, because I don't know if it's because I'm recording or whatever, but it took a little bit, got a little bit of lag. Ooh, look at that. There's an underground fortress in this world. I didn't even, or underwater fortress in this world. I didn't even know. But I think it's pretty cool. Go back. Let's go ahead and head on back to the start. Go to teleport. Boom. Here we go. Give it a few seconds to load in the chunks. It's taking a little longer for this area. And there we go. Okay, yeah, it took a little bit longer for this area. So this is one of the cooler parts of the mod that I thought. So let's go ahead. We're going to explore one more area of this mod. There's a cave under here I wanted to go into, because I wanted to show you that there is a cave mode to this mod. When you get down to a certain level, the top begins to disappear. And would you take a look at that, you got yourself a cave minimap. And now, I don't recall Ray's minimap or anything like that having caves. And as you can see, this is our hostile mob. He is yellow. You can also change it to be whatever specific kind of colors that you want. As you can see, the waypoints on the map, first of all, you can see them from above, but the waypoints on the map are also darker in color, implying that they are further away from you, which is, I think, is pretty neat. So basically, you got this whole cave system that you can basically explore. You can see all the underground water sources, you can see the lava, you can see all that. Let me go ahead and get some light in here. Let me grab a torch. Thank you. Get some torches going down just so you can see my video. But I always thought this was pretty cool. And if we go ahead and set a waypoint down here, let's call it cave, and we'll set the color to dark red. Confirm. So we have that right there. And if we head on back up to the other waypoint, as soon as I can find my exit, here we go. You'll notice, actually, I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like it's a slightly darker tint. It looks like, but either way, it doesn't really matter whether they've changed colors or not. But see, now we have our 4 waypoints. You can always teleport back down into the cave if you so choose. And then, of course, where did I put that entrance? It's over here. No, it's not over here. Where in the world did I come out? Did I close it? Okay, this is freaking me out a little bit. It's freaking me out just a little bit. Just a little bit. I need to get rid of it. I must have closed it already. Whatever, I'll look for it later. Anyway, so we've got that cave entrance going on down there. Oh, here it is. I need one of these. Excellent. Alright, so anyway, holy crap, that was weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of all of that. Now, another thing you can do with these waypoints is, if, say, you don't need it anymore, so you want to move everything that you have somewhere else, you can actually open up the waypoint menu, hover over waypoint, and delete it. And if you take a look, it's not there anymore. Let's go ahead and delete the start one. Boom, and that's gone. And we're going to go ahead and delete the other 2, just because. So, and there you go. Boom, no more waypoints. One final thing to show about this that I forgot to bring up earlier, what I think is pretty cool, is there's a chunk grid icon here that basically shows you each different chunk in Minecraft in like a checkerboard pattern, light and then dark and then light again, just to show you the separation of chunks, just so you can sort of find a chunk. And what's cool about this is what I think should be added. It's like the one thing that's missing from this that's not in any other minimap mod that I've ever used is the ability to actually find just slime chunks. But what I think is also pretty cool is if you do happen to stumble upon a slime chunk, like maybe you're exploring in a cave and you see a slime, you could turn this on and sort of just kind of figure out on your own where exactly the slime chunk is, where it begins, where it ends, and go from there. So I think that's pretty cool. You got the nice little chunk grid to help you out if you need be. If, say, maybe you're building chunk specific things, like I know a lot of people have slime ball farms with the slime chunks, so this could definitely help you out with that. Hey guys, so I almost ended the video and completely forgot one crucial thing. So we're gonna do something here real quick. Let's say you have a bunch of items in your inventory here. Let's say you have just a bunch of just random diamond stuff. Let's just say a couple pickaxes, some armor. I don't know why they don't have the leggings on here, but let's just say you have all of that, and let's go ahead and put the armor on our character here. Alright. Okay, that's why I wasn't. Whatever, anyway, so let's say that's what you got. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead for the purpose of this video here. I want to fly up, and I'm gonna go into survival mode / game mode S, and we're gonna fall to my death. Dead. Awesome. Cool, right? Look at all the items that spawn on the ground. Well, if you... Oh, let's go ahead and head back into game mode. See? If you take a look at the map, right on that E, and right there, it shows you your latest death area. So let's say that that's what it is. That's your latest death area right there. So it's pretty interesting. It'll pop up. It'll make a waypoint automatically for you, so you can go to your latest death area and pick up the XP that you may have lost and all the items around you that are on the ground. Now, of course, when you go to the latest death area, it appears that that thing will stay there forever. I assume if we go into the waypoints thing, we can actually just delete it. And I also assume that if you die, it'll delete itself and create a new one if you die again. So I forgot to show you guys that. It's a pretty crucial part of this mod. It's one of the many awesome things that this mod has to offer, and I would have not done this mod justice had I not shown it to you guys. Anyway, that'll be it officially. So yeah, head on back to the actual video. I think that is pretty much all of the features of this Minimap mod. However, it's really awesome. Remember, it's Xaero 96's Minimap mod. If you want to Google it, the link will be in the description down below to the Planet Minecraft page. You can take a look at all of the features that it has on here that maybe I have accidentally skipped over. I think I covered pretty much all of it, but I'm not 100% positive on that. So feel free to explore, feel free to change and alter this to any of your own personal preferences. You know, you don't have to do it like me. If you do, more power to you, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that is the end of this video, guys. If you liked it, please click the like button down below. If you really, really liked it, please click the subscribe button for more mod videos, as well as resource pack reviews, GTA videos, fun mini games, survival worlds, all sorts of awesome stuff that's going on my channel at the current moment. I'm actually really happy with the things that I've been doing on my channel lately, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I've been getting more views than on average than ever before, so that makes me super happy as well. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this video, and I think that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have a mod that perhaps you want me to review, go ahead and link me to the page and or tell me the name of said mod, and I will take a look at it and see if I can do it. And I think that's it, guys. I will see you all in the next modding time video, as well as other fun, awesome, super fun videos. And yeah, alright, I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.